Hello people of the internet, it's Amanda, and you know that I was gonna make a video about this, but we're gonna be talking about Number I's first single, Goat, their entire EP. They dropped it finally. These songs, I've been listening to it last night ever since it dropped on streaming platforms. I was so hyped as to how these songs are gonna sound. Obviously, I love Goat. I've been talking about it in previous videos. And I'm a huge fan of, Kishi and Jin ever since they were in Kimpori. I used to do a lot of videos in terms of unboxing and stuff like that. I live overseas, so I still don't have my physical CDs with me, but I will do a separate video on that once my copies arrive, as well as my to-be concert goods. But that's a conversation for another time. If you're new here, I used to do a lot of those unboxing review types of videos for Kimpori releases. And I've been talking about Number I ever since they formed their group and started doing their activities, and I just absolutely love them, and this is so exciting for me as a fan. I've had the songs on loop over and over since last night. I've been trying to form cohesive, proper, smart opinions about each track. I feel like I'm still failing, but I still decided to do this video as timely as I can to share my opinions. And I think overall it's just a very emotional experience because of what happened to them previously. So if you know, you know. But then forming a group, releasing Goat, and then finally, it's becoming realer and realer as we go along, and them having new sets of songs come out and all these things. So this was just, I feel like this is just an experience. And with that said, so let's talk through each of the tracks. Let's go. Talk about Goat in detail because I feel like I've talked about this song extensively since this is again their debut single, so it was the first one out. I think that this song is their declaration. I've said this before. This is who they are as a group. This is their goals, their manifesto. This is their identity as artists that they really want to assert. This is a piece of their history as well. It addresses this new beginning for them, but at the same time it still has traces of what led them there, which is again their history as artists previously. So that's all I can say about Goat at the moment. It's definitely the perfect song for them to have come up with to restart their journey, and it is, I think, the perfect lead song for this entire release. And yeah, so before I get again too emotional, too invested in terms of talking about Goat, you can just check out the rest of my opinions about it in my previous videos. So I'm gonna move on to the next track. I am streaming this via their YouTube channel, but when I'm not making this video, I usually stream it on Spotify or Apple Music. So yeah, now without further ado, so proceeding to the second track in the EP, which is Blow Your Cover. Oh, this song I absolutely love. I knew that I was gonna like this one simply because it's the only song aside from Goat that appears in all versions. So I think they have a very strong relationship with this song, and I'm curious to know what that is. I think just for the most part, what I absolutely love about this is I miss hearing their singing voices, because obviously Goat, it's an entire, rap song. It definitely has bedroom music vibes, which is my type of music. It's a very sultry, mature song, vivid in terms of lyrics. I love that they took turns doing the main and backing vocals for this. Jin's vocals is definitely, and I've talked about this before, evolved a lot throughout, the many years. And I'm so proud of them for doing so, as well as, Kishi and Seoul, but like Jin's growth has always been one that's made me very, very emotional. For those who are new here, I'm a Shotan, by the way. I've been a Shotan ever since the beginning, ever since I saw him in Hanare. So doing the high notes and then Sho doing like the whispery vocals. Such an insane combo. Next song is It Me? And the thing is, I thought this song was going to be a ballad simply because of the title. I could never have been so wrong. It's a very suave, I'm not sure how to describe it. It's not exactly like a very poppy type of song either. This part ties in somehow to the arrangement that they did for Blow Your Cover, again creating a cohesiveness in terms of the songs. For some reason, I think this song and the rest of the songs give off a very retro, old school vibes, and I think that is a testament to Kishi and Jin's personal song preferences. And then I love how it transitions into this sing rap type of style. Is that part? So much too. Kishi's vocals was trending last night when this was released, and I totally understand why. Again, I still stand by my opinion as one of the best voices, even in their previous agency, so yeah. I think what I love is they're taking turns in terms of doing. I absolutely miss hearing So's singing voice a lot.
I love you.
I'm so sorry if some of my thoughts are being cut off. I'm trying my hardest to kind of share proper opinions about these songs, but overall I can't stop smiling just listening to them. I have to say, out of all these songs, this is probably my least favorite, but I don't hate it at all. It's just ranking them, probably not my favorite among the bunch, but I still love it nonetheless. There's no negative reason why it's at the bottom of my list. I just thought that the rest of the songs are just so good. Now, for Midnight City, I've been seeing a lot of people liking this, and I've tweeted about this as well. I feel like the reason why is because there's a sense of familiarity and comfort in terms of the melody of the song. And part of the reason is it's very similar to some of the songs that they did for Kimpri back then. I think that's one of the reasons. I'm not saying it's completely similar to their entire vibe back then, but there is a sense of like, you know, similarity to it, and I think that's a nice reason why people kind of like the song. And I like the song as well. I feel like it really exercises a lot of their, like most of their vocals as well. So yeah. This is also one of the, like, I think one of the songs that where them singing together is a lot more prominent, which again is very similar to how they used to do it back when they were in their previous group. I really love it when Jin gets assigned to these types of parts in the song, like the rappy, sing rap type of verses. I feel like it really fits his vocals really well. The use of the arrangements of these songs are just insane. It really utilizes a lot of winds, a lot of the strings, bass, percussion, instruments. Just have this very orchestra-esque vibe to it, but also very poppy. Uses a lot of technique. Very, very meticulous. Strong vocals. Good job on that also. I think it definitely improves a lot on that, like the harmony, getting falsettos, and then translating it from the main vocal to the backing vocal. This is a nice medium ballad, smooth rolling vocals. My fave song's coming up. Oh, I love that incorporation of the number I rewind sound from Go to This. Rapper Jin, always my favorite. I love this song so much. This has the same writers as Go, so it explains the connection between the songs as well as the style. Love that. If GOAT is their declaration as a group, this is like Fuji is like their journey with fans, with the new people that they want to take with them through new heights, you know. I love the chorus of the song. I want to see them perform this on stage. I feel like it will have an amazing choreography. It'll just be super cool. And again, I love the small connections callback to GOAT in this song. Jin did such a good job in this part. You're so good. I'm just speechless at this point. I love that the vibe of this song is that Mount Fuji is the peak, the highest peak in Japan, and even that, like the view from there, it talks about their ambitions where it's still like it's still not that, like there's still so much more to it. There's still so much challenge, even hitting that peak, hitting that vantage point. There's still so much more to it, and I absolutely love that because it speaks to their energy and their ambition as a group. This one I absolutely love as well. Very smooth, almost jazzy vibes. Again, very mature sounds. Even lyrically, I noticed that their songs are not about cheesy romances anymore. This is the kind of love that is focused more on like passion, deeper kind of like romance. And I love that they've gone past from how the previous format is when they were still in KP, where someone usually starts the song and almost constantly in most of the songs like that. Here they're taking turns in terms of starting vocals, main vocals, leading back up, all these things. A lot of change up, a lot of variety. Show has definitely learned to embrace his natural vocals compared to before, where he's so careful with his husky vocals. Now he's learned how to do more with it, have more technique with it. They said that they want to produce like feel-good music, like music that you would want to listen to when you just want something relaxing, going on a drive, all these things. It's very reflective of, again, the music that they personally listen to as well. Like if you listen to their curated playlist, these songs would dive right into their music preference, which I really, really like. Love the use of wind instruments. just basically a jamming session with me, so
No one else but us now. No one else but us now. No one else but us now.
amazing job. Okay, so wow. Again, I think overall, what I had to say is, number one, I absolutely love that they went with this, following like music styles that they feel that they really want to take on because of their own tastes. It's not a consideration of what is trendy, what's something TikTok-y, because there's a lot of music nowadays that's being released that you just know they're tailored to be sound bites on TikTok. I didn't feel that with any of these songs. Just feels like, again, inspired by a lot of their own preferences as well. Kind of gives off a very laid back 80s to 90s city pop, R&B, early hip hop kind of vibe, which is just all about, again, and it's very similar in themes too when it comes to music that thrived during those eras, where it's all about sweet, sultry romances, feel good music, you know, being like reaching your goals, all these types of things, which is again very similar to the themes of the songs around the time, focused on those particular genres that I mentioned. And when they say that they wanted to try different genres, I like that there's still a sense of cohesiveness in terms of the listening experience, like the transition from Goat being a high intensity song, transitioning it to Blow Your Cover, which is very, very smooth, mellow. Is It Me has a more upbeat type of sound, but it isn't as far off in terms of how, like, there are similar bars in it that I've observed that is similar to Blow Your Cover, but it's still a completely different sound for Is It Me. Midnight City, again, it's the middle track-ish almost in the track list, and it has a more familiar, comforting sound to it. Again, very similar to, probably meant for people who love the type of medium ballad songs they released with KP previously, but it's more fit to their own style now as a new group, Number I. So their Fuji is a nice callback again to Goat, so there's also the connection then there. And in terms of the buildup of it, you have Midnight City and then you transition into Fuji, which is really surprising, kind of like a nice whiplash. But I like that they didn't do it in a sense that Fuji would be the last track and then it circles back to Goat. I feel like just those two songs played consecutively might be a little bit too much in terms of the track list arrangement. So the way that they did it with Rain or Shine, kind of like that smooth ending to this, definitely sultry, sexy, smooth music, almost jazzy. Then just transition back to hip-hop vibes of Goat. Again, there's a lot of meticulousness that went into arranging the track list, making them have this vibe of this is what we want to put out there, but at the same time still have different sounds to them depending on whoever's preference. We really love that. We really enjoyed that they did that. Again, I'm still running my prediction that Blow Your Cover being in all the versions of the CDs have some kind of like weight to it. I'm not sure if it's because it's their favorite among the B-side songs, if they're gonna release a music video for it. I still don't know, but maybe they'll talk about it further as to why they chose it as kind of like another A-side to Goat, if you get what I mean. But I've been seeing a lot of people really having difficulty choosing a favorite among these songs, and I totally understand why. Like, even I, like, biases aside, all of these songs fit other music styles or other songs that I just generally listen to on a daily basis, and so this can easily incorporate into those playlists. And I think that's a reason why a lot of people also liked it, is because of that. Like, this is a different sound from their idol music that they used to do before, but at the same time, it's very easy to digest, something new to them again as artists, but also familiar in the sense that they executed it well in terms of their vocals, their technique. Their growth is very prominent in this one. And yeah, and as I mentioned again, I really love that it leans more into this laid back 80s to 90s feel to it, as compared to a very trendy 2020s 2020s type of music trend, where everything's too EDM-ish, everything's too like I know, like too just too loud, or something that's just too viral, expectant, I don't know. But yeah, but I like that they went with the sounds that stays true to who they are as artists. And yeah, now with that said, so tell me down in the comments below, what's your favorite song from this this release? I did a poll on Twitter just for fun, and I think it's so weird because last time I checked the poll, it almost has like the same numbers for almost all of the songs, so it feels like it's really difficult to choose which one. So let's talk it out in the comments. Let me know your impressions about this release. I'm gonna be very excited to like talk through more of them down in the comments with you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel and you just want to hear more from me, please hit subscribe. Thank you so much for watching my video, and expect more number I content from me in the future. Bye.